looking for its first win. The Groupers taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Groupers will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well,
big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly? Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Send the tight end in motion. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Good job in coverage there as they stop it. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of on the play to the air. It's Reed. Third down. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. The first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Yes, the first one of the day off. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Groupers offense has the ball for the first time. 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. He'll pitch it. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup again. All on that play. And the defense on third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Throws to the wideout. Punts it to the middle. It's Craven. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield, it's Reed with second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On the ground, it's Daniels. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a third and long. Defense from the gun wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll pull it on the read. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll heave it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Aggies in the hurry-up.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking for room, it's Daniels. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The give out of the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense.
They will score! Touchdown, Aggie! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hand off from the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Concepcion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Parrish. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the groupers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. There he goes! The 10! Touchdown, Texas A&M! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This offense starts deep in a hole. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the off-tackle play here. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the groupers line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Fakes to grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. He makes a catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's good for
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might as well stick with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peterson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The groupers are in the hurry up. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The give to the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Forced out of the pocket. stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On the move, it's Craig. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the groupers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The hand to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. On first down, here comes this offense.
And that's a first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the back. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the groupers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. Ran right through. Oh, another great move. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Going to the run, it's Daniels. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the 20. He's got space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Craig. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The groupers have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. And his first throw here is incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wicks. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. He'll do it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened them up with a run, now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The groupers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Craig. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets the 1st down. At the 35, he's loose. He's running free down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Wicks. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. Listen to my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. Listen to my kingdom, and you can take my freedom.
Awake alone.
As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to...
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes him talk to the hand. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Right back to the well. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got a man. It's Cook. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the... There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Creates a little space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll send the back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end, get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this deep. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Love. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun. Wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he goes down again. That has been the story, and that has been the struggle for this offense early in this game so far. They cannot keep their quarterback standing on their feet. They had already given up 3 sacks early. That's the 4th now in this game. They don't have a chance to win this one if they can't start pass protecting up front.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to... Breaks into the open! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Find some fresh air. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Irish! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's a heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Orange will have to punt. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're facing a third down.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Love. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play.
Brings up second down.
Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He'll keep it himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record. I think, guys, like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's the handoff. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pickup of 5 to the 19. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hatcher. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Kick is in the air, and it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, when you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires it incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Pocket breaking down.
They're trailing by just 4 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Willis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Punt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Caught close to the marker, it's Fields. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The throw to the outside is complete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Fires to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. He'll do it himself. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. So now on comes the field goal unit. never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Love. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Syracuse, 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Syracuse will send out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They want that clock to run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Second down coming up.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Love. Tough, hard hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. The Irish send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Grabs behind the line, it's Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Orange will have to punt.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Gone and the dark is loud. Just hope for the night, we can see what still is. Love is hard to find, Can we wait till we see the light? Love and change, it's in your eyes. They sparkle up, then they lie your tie. And in this race, I chase the high until I see the sunrise. Change, it's in your eyes. They sparkle up and they lie your time. And in this race, I chase the high until I see the sunrise. In the world without misery, eternally dreaming about what we couldn't be. We only kept hurting. I would hold you for a lifetime. I'd listen forever. If we could find the right time to be together. To be together. Love and change, it's in your eyes. They sparkle up and they lie your time. And in this race, I chase the high until I see the sunrise.
Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and the Scarlet Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. Guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Peoples. Touchdown, Ohio State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rushes on him. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Takes the handoff. It's Campbell. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see him ran so successful.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off and running. Inside the touchdown Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Duck. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Just exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strong. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wideout trying to get it in. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The option look. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gonna run it, it's Peoples. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards and they'll move the sticks. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Tate. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Benjamin. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Raymond. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and, man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Peoples. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They're going to ride this running back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Pressure coming. Fires on the run. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Strong. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Duff. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sheffield. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. To the air on second down. And the defense got him at the 27.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That gets them back to within 10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a crease. It's Campbell. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Scarlet Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grab behind the line. It's Duck. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and the attempt is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Looking for room, it's Peoples. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Under fire. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'll go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love. But we don't have to do it if you don't mind. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? DJ keep playing the music. She throwing it back, she too thick. The way she move, she ruthless. She straight to the point like a toothpick. She asked me to take us a photo, only if I can take you to Ruth Chris. She laughed and said, that's funny though, we got a deal if you bring the music. We put our cups in the air like we don't care, like we in the 90s. Stars in the sky, I'm feeling so high. The lights on the screen are just blinding. I don't even care, caressing your hair, enjoying the night cause we vibing. Not worried about tomorrow at all, cause we gonna party to the sun. See you
welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires toward the target. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the back. Off play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin. playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's spinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The inside handoff. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll go to the sneak. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They're going to run it. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to set up the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll leave it with him.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll try to pop the draw. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown tie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Coyotes, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight.
Oh, he's got some space. Flipping through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. This one's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bernard. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll try to tack on one
Kicker is
more.
on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Coyotes, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. That's caught. It's Beal. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quickly complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point, but no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and 3/4 are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. He lets it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They go to the draw. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Lewis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Beal. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Horton. Bulldozes his way through. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?